Hi guys, and welcome to this new YouTube video. In today's video we will be discussing the current state of Bitcoin, how I predicted this Bitcoin crash to happen, and what will probably be next for Bitcoin in the upcoming days and weeks. So we can see that Bitcoin did indeed get that breakdown out of this bear flag or ascending channel, whatever you might call it. You can see this as an ascending channel, or some might say this is even a bear flag. So we got the breakdown out of that bear flag and we have tested my target of 30k. As soon as we touched 30k, you can see that we had a straight bounce up right here. We had a decent bounce up, but if we compare it to the previous times we touched this massive demand zone, we can see that we had pretty much big wicks on the lower side of those candles. Every single time we touched the massive demand zone, we got very big wicks on the lower side of the candles, and this time we didn't. We can also see that right here we didn't, but we did get a massive bullish engulfing candlestick right over there, as you can see right here. And this time we didn't. So that is in my sign the first sign of weakness for Bitcoin. So we did see a little push towards the upside, but we can already see that we created a big wick on the top side of the candle, which means that sell pressure is still there and that sell pressure is not running out yet. But what I do expect is for Bitcoin to make a little bit people even more bearish than they already are. Trap some more people maybe into very late short positions who expect us to break this massive demand zone right here, and instead of breaking it down we see a relief rally towards the upside. Why do I think we do see that relief rally? Because a lot of people are right now forgetting that we created that CME gap right here, a little bit above $36,000 is where Bitcoin closed the CME market last Friday. So we still have that gap above us, and in 9 out of 10 times it is the case that we fill that CME gap in the first week after forming it. So we are still trading in that first week, so there is a big opportunity that we do see that fill the CME gap. Maybe we do see a little bit of a move towards the downside, break the previous low, in which we can switch on the RSI and we can also switch on the MACD. If we break the previous low, let's use the path right here. If we break the previous low, the RSI, I want to remove the RSI based MA, of course. The RSI will form a higher low probably. The MACD will form a higher low probably, in which we are creating massive bullish divergences for ourselves. So let's say we are forming a lower low in the price action and higher lows on the MACD and also higher lows on the RSI. We trap people into late short positions right over here. We create a higher low on the RSI, a higher low on the MACD, and that is where we see that relief rally, because a lot of people are trapped into short positions and they will get squeezed out of those late short positions. So we can right now see that Bitcoin is already coming down right here. So we could see that scenario being played out pretty soon, in my opinion. But what I do expect right now for Bitcoin is to see that relief rally towards the upside, towards $36,000, maybe even a little bit higher, in which we get a retest of that previous ascending channel right here. So we could also break this CME gap towards the upside and get that retest of the previous bear flag / ascending channel. But this level right here, this CME gap and this trend line of resistance will act as key resistance for Bitcoin. We have to see some strength right there. If we don't, we could see another crash towards the downside. And yes, that is still possible. So please keep that in mind, that we may have bottomed right now for the short term, but on the medium term we can still see another dip down and maybe even below this massive demand zone. So that is the current way that Bitcoin is looking on the short term. Right here on my Twitter, if we click on this post, we can see that I warned you multiple times for this Bitcoin crash to happen. Right here I said, I know it does not make a lot of Bitcoin bulls happy, but if you look at the chart, it is all right there. Bitcoin first moves towards the $30,000 area before a move towards 72.5. I'm gonna pin this post to my page just to make sure there's no misunderstanding. I said it right over there when Bitcoin was still trading above 40k. Right here, I made another post right before the massive crash happened, guys. Oops, looks like there was a short push for the Bitcoin bulls. Once again, 30k is coming. And right after that post, we can see that we had a massive crash towards the downside. So right here, I have that pinned post, of course. So make sure to follow me on Twitter as well, guys. We are almost at 1,000 followers and we are growing pretty quickly. So that is something that we have to eye up for Bitcoin right now. Yes, we are trading on massive demand for Bitcoin, and we should see a relief rally right here soon towards 36, maybe even 37, and maybe even this ascending channel right over here. So right now, in my opinion, don't want to be looking for short positions. If you start looking for short positions now, you're way too late in my opinion, and there's a big chance that you are getting stopped out of that short position. So try to look for the best long opportunity, cover your risk well, and remember that we could still see a capitulation below this massive demand zone. So we could go below this massive demand zone in which we have a lot of liquidity right over here. So it is a possibility to get a quick dip below, grab the liquidity, get even more people bearish for Bitcoin, and instead we grab the liquidity, create a massive wick on the lower side of the candlestick, and we move our way towards the upside. That is also still a possibility for Bitcoin. Right now I'm monitoring the market pretty closely because I am expecting that relief rally towards the upside. So that is definitely the thing that I'm eyeing up right now. So let's see if we also get that. I just want to say thank you for watching. It was a very short Bitcoin update, but that is the current state of Bitcoin right now, guys. Try to look for those long positions, cover your risk well, and get out of those long positions around this area. Of course, don't forget to take some profit on the way up. If we look at some potential resistance levels, we can see that the golden Fibonacci ratio is lining up perfectly with the CME gap, guys. Even more confluence right over there. So that is another confluence that you have to be very careful right over there. Right here around the 0.5 fib is also where we got the consolidation before the next move towards the downside. So that area right here will also act as massive resistance on Bitcoin. So we have some important levels of resistance on the way up, with this area of resistance with the as being the key area for Bitcoin. That is where you want to look for short positions again, and at least get out of a lot of your long positions. So that is the current state of Bitcoin. I am looking to snatch up some longs today. We also of course have the CPI data release today, guys. That is the statement release of how high the inflation has been the past month in America. If it is even higher than the previous month, we could see another crash for Bitcoin and equity markets. But if we get somewhat of a positive release, which I do kind of expect, then we could see that relief rally for Bitcoins getting started towards the upside. That is getting released at 2:30 Central European time and 8:30 Eastern time. So definitely make sure to check out that release statement. I will be live on YouTube when it gets released, so make sure to be at the live stream. We will also be doing some altcoin analysis, and I will be giving some potential trade setups, not only for Bitcoin, but also for some altcoins, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also, like I said, follow me on Twitter, also on Instagram. The links are in the description. Make sure to join the Discord, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.